Zealots getting in the Hydralisk, killing the Hydralisk. Sunken Colony gets canceled or destroyed, I'm not sure which one, but there's tons of Zealots pumping in here to this base in the bottom right. He's going to take out the Sunken. Look at the Zerg. He doesn't have a response to this. His Zerglings are not only out of position, but that base is so far away, it's going to be so hard for him to reinforce that base. Tons of Zealots on that hatchery. That hatchery is going to go down with ease, and those Zerglings, they can't do anything. It's like 6 Zerglings. If they try to go in, they're just going to get slaughtered. He's going to immediately move all his Zealots up to the north and up to this natural base, and there's not even that many Sunkens. He needs to put Sunkens down now. Meanwhile, robotics facility going up, and a Templar Archive, and a Forge, probably just for upgrades. But so many Zealots moving down the field. It looks like he's morphing a Lurker. That was not a Lurker block. I don't know if that was what that attempt was, but he's going to be really hard-pressed to hold this off. He's got 1 Sunken, a bunch of Zerglings. He's going to have to attack. He's going to try to bring that Lurker in from behind. But I just don't know if that's going to be enough. The one thing is that Jaehoon does not have any observers, so those Lurkers could be enough to stop this. But I mean, Zealots just have ran by. They're into the main base now. We'll see what he chooses to attack. He's a little confused. He doesn't know what to go for. He's trying to go for the Lurker. He really should probably be going for the drones, because that Lurker is just microing around, and it's not even burrowing. It doesn't even care. It just doesn't want to get killed. That Lurker almost gets killed, but 2 Lurkers now in the main, going to be able to fend off those Zealots. I think that was kind of a bad decision by Jaehoon to not just go for the drones while he had the chance, but still pretty chaotic for the Zerg. He's got to be under a lot of pressure right now. A bunch of Hydralisks coming in to maybe help trap those Zealots. Overlord speed has been upgraded and possibly dropped. The observer is showing that this Overlord's coming here. I don't know if it's going to be dropping or if it's just going to be... it looks like it is going to be dropping. He's dropping in a Lurker or 2. This is really smart to slow the economy down of Jaehoon. And wow, good play. While he's getting attacked, he's able to get that Overlord speed. And it looks like Jaehoon is trying to posture to get this 3rd expansion up. But the problem is he still doesn't have observers, and again, that Lurker is stopping that 2nd base. So the Zerg actually has done a pretty good job of using the advantage of that Overlord speed to be able to get some Lurkers in there and basically put it right back into Jaehoon's court now, to where the pressure is back on Jaehoon. Those cannons did barely go up in time to kill the Lurker, it looks like, but they're heavily damaged, and now a lot of Hydralisks coming down, and that main, while it hasn't been mining for a long time, those probes were gone for a while. I don't even know if he's killed the Lurker. No, the Lurker is still there, just in a slightly different spot, and that's going to keep killing probes. So this is actually looking really bad for Jaehoon. Jaehoon has all these Zealots, but he kind of forgot to build his observatory. Wow, observatory just now going down. That is so late. And, I mean, he's got cannons, but you can't fully rely on cannons, and he has no cannons in his main. So what looked like a really good opening for Jaehoon has just become somewhat of a failure now, because he really has no observer. He has no way to kill these Lurkers. So even though the economy of the Zerg has been slowed down, it's definitely been evened out now, and Jaehoon's economy has been extremely slowed down too. He has a Dark Templar out and an Archon out, kind of wandering around. It looks like the Zerg is just posturing there with a few Lurkers and Hydralisks on the left, waiting to move in. Shuttle going out here, trying to get his own harass done from Jaehoon. Probably going to have a DT in there, a DT or 2, and try to get into the different bases. It looks like the Zerg is in the meantime, I think, expanded again. Yes, he's expanded right there. It's not up and running, but he does have that DT coming out. We'll see if what Jaehoon can do that DT. Wow, the Zerg really exploiting this spot on the left here. While DT's in there, but the Zerg is wow, it's going to get a lot of kills. That DT just killing drones left and right. But meanwhile, the Zerg has brought all his Lurkers in here. And wow, the DT is still killing drones, so he hasn't seen that. He's too busy with this attack here. And while this attack is doing a little, the observers are finally out now, so this is going to get taken down by Jaehoon, and really relatively worse for the Zerg. Well, in the meantime, this DT has killed off every single probe that is in the main of the Zerg, and that is just going to hurt the economy so bad of the Zerg. Zerg is now going to be running off of 1 base versus at least 1 base, if not these 2 bases of the Protoss. Now Protoss has finally got his 2 bases up, so now it's 2 versus 1, and that is not what you want to be in the Zerg. I think the Zerg is going to try to get it done here with the forces he has, and just bring all his Hydralisks and everything over into the main, but that's just too many Archons and observers and too big of a force. Well, one Archon does go down there, but he still has a couple Zealots and Archons. That's probably not going to be enough, and I think we're going to see GG from the Zerg here pretty soon if he can't pull something crazy, because that DT, wow, it's still roaming around. It has 16 kills from what I can see. That is incredible. Probably almost all of those are drones, if not all of those. And really, I don't see what the Zerg can do here to come back, because even though he did catch Jaehoon off guard with the Lurkers, Jaehoon has been just a little bit one step ahead by basically stopping the economy. He stopped the economy early on with those zealots, which was a great attack. Yeah, he forgot observers, but then he got the Dark Templar in there and continued to stop the economy. And the Zerg was just careless in not seeing the Dark Templar in his main. He wasn't checking his supply, or for whatever reason, he didn't see that Dark Templar, and it just killed everything. And now another drop coming in here, but I still feel that this isn't going to be able to do much. Yeah, it's a lot of Hydras, but there's plenty of Zealots and the Archons to back the Zealots up. It looks like he's trying to snipe. He does snipe off the Observer there, not that that really matters because there's no Lurkers. Now the Zealots getting in on the other expansion that the Zerg was trying to get up, and the Zerg is now not mining from anywhere. Well, he's mining from his natural expansion probably, but that is it. This third expansion is going to go down. The Zerg here probably just trying to swallow this loss now because, I mean, seriously, there's nothing the Zerg can do to come back here. He tried to kamikaze the last bit of his forces using those drops, but that's not going to work. There's not even an Overlord in his main base, and now the Hydralis Den comes out, so he can't produce any more Hydras. He's just now noticed that DT is still there. He's pulling his Hydras away like he had no clue that was there. How do you not know for that long that your Hydralis Den is going down? I don't know, but he now has one base against a two-base Protoss, and Protoss Jaehoon now has like 15 Zealots and a couple of Archons. This is absolutely hopeless for the Zerg. I don't know what the Zerg is trying to do by staying in this game. Looks like he's trying to do another drop here on the left. A couple of cannons shooting at those Overlords. Bunch of Lurkers come in here. He's going to try to kill the probes here at this original main, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, it just does not matter. He still has his second base. He's got a couple High Templar. They probably don't have enough energy for Storm, but look at this. All these Zealots coming in. He could probably kill off. This could go into an elimination right now, and I can tell you if it does go into elimination, the Zerg is not going to come out on top, because look at all those forces from Jaehoon. He's got so many Zealots, he can just kill everything right now, and I think this has got to be the last attack for the Zerg. And there it is. There's GG from the Zerg. So, wow. Interesting game. MBC Hero going up 1-0 against SKT. Jaehoon pulling out that win. And, I mean, an interesting game. Both of them making some pretty big errors. It was a good attack from Jaehoon in the beginning to use those Zealots and get that quick speed off the Citadel of Dune, but then failing to build observers fast enough was kind of his failure. But then the Zerg, after coming back a little bit with his drops and with his Lurkers, then failed to see the Dark Templar in his base, which then killed all of his drones. So basically, mistakes on both parts, but overall, Jaehoon had a little better of a build, and good for Jaehoon to be able to, win on a map that's highly Zerg favored. So let's get to game 2. Pretty good game, and we'll see who SKT brings out next to face Jaehoon.